What's going on today, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the New World transfer token server merges that are happening supposedly after the free weekend, and a couple other things of kind of why I switched servers. I still had my free transfer token from the last server merge I never used. I was on Camelot, which is in the US West, and I decided this weekend to kind of switch to a new world. One, to play with some friends and some buddy of mine that couldn't transfer to us that didn't have transfer tokens. And two, our Camelot's been locked forever and a half. It just opened up probably about a week and a half ago. But he wasn't able to get over because he didn't have a transfer token because he started playing after the server merge. So we're going to get into all of that type of stuff in this video and kind of talk about what the expectations are, why I moved a little bit earlier than before New World made an announcement to what they plan on doing, and much more. So let's kind of hop right into this video and see what we can do. Alright guys, so let's kind of take a look at this. It's just a website I kind of use here to kind of see what's happening on the servers and see where the axis, where kind of like most people are playing, kind of what the most active servers are. And I kind of explained to you the situation that we've kind of had with our group and kind of what we've kind of done to kind of help the situation and kind of take a little bit of a gamble to see what kind of, to see if maybe we're going to get lucky on the backside, and if not, there's really no downfall to what we have going on just because of our company. So I used to be on Camelot. If you see, it's probably one of the most active servers. That's where we kind of joined all up. All of us were able to get in the server. We had a couple buddies on different servers that ended up merging to Camelot in order to form our company. So with that being said, it was always very active. There's always people online looking to do things. And not only dungeons, portal runs, chest runs, siren runs, whatever you kind of, end game gear or end game activities, there was a bunch of people always willing to run it. And one of our buddies joined making the game probably like right after the server merge, and didn't get a token. And he actually ended up on Neo Cooney because he didn't really want to wait to play, and he was like, oh, I could transfer later. And we told him once the server opens up, you'll be able to switch over, because at that time Camelot was locked. So really just took a minute for it to open up. So he joined Neo Cooney, started playing. He grinded for probably about a month straight trying to get to level 60, which he just got there recently. So Camelot had then opened up, and he went to go transfer and found out he didn't have a transfer token. We reached out to New World. He was with customer service. They said they weren't giving any transfer tokens out. Kind of told him to sit tight, future expansions, blah, 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 blah. Gave him the runaround. We tried every tactic in the book to kind of see if there's a way we can get him. We even offered I would give him my transfer token if they could transfer him from account to account, and they were not able to do that. So there's a lot of different things that we tried to see if we can get him into the Camelot server. After we probably spent 4 or 5 days trying to figure this out, there was no opportunity for us to get him a transfer token. So we knew we had the free weekend coming up, which if you look at this post in the news from actually the New World site, talks about Steam's free weekend. This was on April 4th. It kind of explains what's going on, how they're going to optimize servers, and under the questions tab, it says clearly, will there be a server merge or a transfer available after the free weekend if we want to join my friends on their server? It says, yes, we plan to merge free servers after the Steam free weekend to ensure healthy world populations. Now, there's no timeline. There's no more information out there. We haven't heard anything since then, but we kind of know that there's potentially a server merge coming up here in the future. Hopefully with Tuesday coming, we'll get more information on that when they throw the update. Now, if we piece this together with a little bit of the interview that they did on the dev update last month, they talked about not giving free tokens anymore because it causes a chaotic mess, I guess, on the back end, and players transferring worlds and they're becoming full and not being able to character create. So it causes issues in instances where it's not good for the game's health. So they talked about doing a paid token, so you have to actually buy your token in order to transfer from world to world. coming in the future. Now, we've seen teasers of this actually in-game happening, but we have not heard any information of when this is coming. We even decided to ask this question to the dev or to the support system when we contacted them to see if there's anything we do to get them to our server, and they wouldn't give us any information. Of course, we kind of know that just because they like to keep things under wraps. So after we get all this news, we started thinking about, well, what can we do? So we decided to take a risk and really jump out and jump to his server. Now, you kind of see the population, they're all low on the servers. And not only that, but when I pull up our service, we can kind of see that there's not a lot of activity going on. So we know there's a bunch of free weekend servers that popped up that they put players on so that they had a chance to do it, which will be going away. So if you see free weekend, those servers will be going away, it looks like, and will be merging into the worlds that we already have. So we decided to jump ship and use our transfer tokens that we had from the last server merge to jump to his server. Now, why we did this is, I'll explain this. It's kind of a strategic gamble, I would say. But we wanted to use our transfer token and we wanted to play together. So we transferred to his world, banking that hopefully coming this Tuesday or somewhere in the near future that they will give us another transfer token so we can transfer back to Camelot, where it's a very active server. Or situation number 2 is going to happen, then they merge the servers together and our world will become more popular. Maybe not the busiest, but it will be more popular and we'll still be together. And we'll get a transfer token, or we'll be able to buy a transfer token. So worst case scenarios, we're stuck on the server we're currently transferred to. We have our company, which is going to be active, and we're growing it right now as we go to take over territories, to own some places as we kind of expand. And then if they merge the servers and it becomes more active, we can have the territory there to make more money. And not only that, but we are also hoping maybe they give us a transfer token and we might stay, make our world more active. We have a transfer token if we want to switch out. Not only that, but we'll have time to kind of grab our territories and build it out. So there's really no downfall here. We have a solid 5-man team that is usually always online, so we can really run anything we really want. We're starting to put together dungeon runs. We're starting to put together chess runs with the groups of the syndicate that's there to kind of build up people that are level 60 up to a higher gear scores, because really I think with us being plus or at like 600 gear score, there's not very many people on the server with 600 gear score. So if we can really bump our faction up, that will give us a major advantage in the PvP selection. So there's a lot of good things that we can do while we're on the server here, and what we kind of need to do to kind of plan for the future. So we took a strategic gamble, and that's kind of what happened. Now, a lot of you guys, I don't know if you guys have ever made a server transfer, but it's actually pretty easy, kind of what we did. Or what you have to do. You just gotta make sure that you kill all of your orders in the auction house. So make sure you cancel all of them, pull everything out. Not only that, make sure you're in a city or a town. That way you can transfer. And then number 3, you have to leave the current company in order to switch worlds. Once you do that, you select the world. It transfers. It takes about 2 to 5 minutes. Then you log on. So where does New World need to kind of go with this? Hopefully, we're going to get a major fix here coming up so that we can kind of fix the server and the world population issues. I'm sure that they did the free test weekend in order to see what the engagement was on the game and see probably a couple things. If they made the game free to play with microtransactions, how that would help. Or number 2, to kind of see what the potential is for people coming back to the game as they merge these servers and being more active. And that way they kind of know how many servers that they need, what they can condense down to, how many people will be on the world, what are the opportunities there that we can kind of help out and do more for the community in order to make it active. Because if you can see now, when I logged in Camelot, the left side of my screen here, with recruitment is just constantly going. Here it's not very active, so that's kind of the downfall, but hopefully that's going to pick up with the server merges. So that's kind of my 2 cents so far with kind of what's going on with the servers and why kind of to switch. I kind of took a gamble, and hopefully it's going to pay out for me on both ways. Rather it's, you know, we're stuck in the server, they merge it, it becomes a little bit more active. We can then build our company, grab as many territories, and bank a bunch of cash from trading, housing, taxes, all that type of stuff in order to have a solid company for this. Or number two, we get a transfer token. We can transfer out of the world, or the best of both worlds is number three. We merge with a popular server. It becomes very populated. Plus, we get another transfer token where everybody can come join us, and we can get our whole company over here while we're making this decision. So really, it's a win-win-win for all of us, and it really looks like hopefully we'll be having a server merge maybe this week or sometime this week. We'll have an announcement of when the future server merge is, and we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll keep you updated on what we're kind of doing as a company and what we kind of want to grab. Of course, we're a syndicate. 4 territories owned. I'm probably going to start a couple of wars because it looks like there's no war being declared in this place. So a lot of these areas are up for the taking. So we're going to start to put together a team and really start to run this server. If you guys are interested, make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel. We'll be walking through our company on exactly how to do this. And once we gain control of these territories, we'll probably put out a video that kind of shows you how to run the taxes, how to make sure, you know, upgrade all your stations, crafting stations to level 5 so that people are always there. Your people are always using it. That way you can gather more tax to make more money for the company, and so on and so forth. So make sure you guys hit the like, lay it down a comment to tell me what server you guys are on, if you're planning to switch servers, or if you still even have your transfer token, or if you had any frustrations. Let me know everything you guys got to talk about in the server, expectations of what you guys want, so that way I can kind of produce more content and keep you guys updated on what you guys want to see, so that way we can kind of all stay together as a community. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, really help me out, much appreciated, and hope you guys have a great day.